Week 8.
Are we live? Yeah, we are. This is a joke. We have to say that every week.
I hate you. I hate you so much because I actually did it this time without having to ask.
That's why I asked.
So, welcome to Week 8 of the Community Pauper Challenge. I'm your host, as always, Arctic Ghost. With me this week, of course, is Zane in the background because Zane is awesome. And this week I'm going to open you up with Jen. What's going on, dude?
Hi.
Is that it? That's all you got to say?
Yeah, other than I may be robbed tonight because I've been drinking.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So we are on week 8, so things are going to be a little bit different. Of course, everybody knows the deck lists. They went public earlier last week. If you would like to, of course, check them out, you can check out the the website link below our stream box, or you can simply do exclamation point and deck list, just like that. So tonight is going to be shorter because, unfortunately, ML Lobo cannot continue along in the CPC. He does not live in America, so he lives in a European country. Does anybody know what country he's from? I don't remember it.
Switzerland, I think? I could be wrong there.
Is he Danish? Denmark. Okay. So he's like 6 or 7 hours ahead, so when he's playing it's like 3 in the morning. So understandably so, he cannot continue. But he also was the other dead in the water person besides Jen. So that's not going to screw up anything. So tonight, where he was going to face 420 Dragon, 420 Dragon is going to get the win. We did not have anybody to take up the match on such short notice. So can we bring up the standings real quick?
So what you're saying is Jen gets a free win, so he can't go completely defeated.
Jen gets a draw next week, or they just won't play. So
that's not fair. That's a win. It's a bye.
That's just not going to be that.
It's a bye.
So if we look at the standings real quick, that's going to bring 420 Dragon to 5-3. So of course Littlefield is still live at 3-4, and the other 3 and 4 is Ulu Guru. They of course are still live. Now the other thing is, Jen and Lovebo are the bottom 2 seeds, so everybody who's playing from now on is officially going to be re-invited back next season. I do have an announcement also that Jen will not be returning as a player to the what was I calling it? The qualifier, the CPC qualifier. So that means that 2 more spots have opened, so it's going to be up to 8 spots. So we're going to have 4 qualifiers through gatherling.com, or 2 qualifiers where the top 2 qualify, and we're going to have 4 content creators / top players of the Pauper community be invited. So Jen is going to take Zane's spot, as Zane unfortunately will not be returning to the CPC next season, as he does have his own things that he needs to do, which he does very well. If you want, you can check out all of our stuff below the stream, or you can do, I believe, exclamation point follow us. Is that what it is? Do you know, Jen, if that?
No, it's just follow. I just did it.
It's just follow. Okay. You check that all out. You can check out Zane, ZMagic94. You can check out Shane, myself, Jen. Then you can check out Mike's YouTube channel. You can also check out Deluxikoff's stuff, as he is the one that did this awesome CPC background. And then I'll have more announcements coming up later, of course. So that is going to be that. So the schedule for tonight is going to be, first up is going to be Littlefield against Math Guy. After that is going to be Pauper MTG versus Jen. I'm sure Zach's going to just randomly show up and ride Jen's ass about that. Then we're going to have Mike versus Ulu, and then we're going to finish it off with Kung Fu Trees versus Shane. Now Shane is not here right now, but he will be here later, so hopefully it's going to be that. Shane will hopefully be commentating tonight. He might not. So the commentating is a little bit messed up, but we will get through that. As far as the first match goes, we're just waiting on confirmation. Is there anything you want to plug, Jen, as I usually don't have you plug anything?
I don't have anything to plug right now, other than, like, I'm working on trying to get my streams going again at least once a week over at twitch.tv/JenStukov with a 0.
Mike, is your name on Reddit really Never Lucky?
He's always lucky. I don't want to hear that, even with his,
Son of
even though he
a
lost.
You son of a gun. All right. So the first matchup tonight is going to be Littlefield against Math Guy, of course. That's going to be Burn against Green White Boggles. Again, if you want to follow along and you want to check out the deck list, you can do so by, of course, again, hitting the exclamation point deck list, or you can check them out at the Weebly website. Now, we are in the final 2 weeks before the top 4 cut. The way the top 4 cut is going to work is if there are any ties for the top 4, meaning if like top 4 ranges down from 3rd to 4th to 5th, 3rd is going to be locked. If there is a tie between 4th, 5th, and 6th, the person who gets 4th is going to be, down to tiebreakers. But of course, you get priority if you beat that person. So Littlefield did not. Who did Littlefield lose to last week? Do we know? I have the schedule actually.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Littlefield last week lost to. No, I'm sorry. He beat Jen last week. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot I played him.
For instance, Littlefield lost. Who the hell did Littlefield even freaking lose to? Littlefield lost to. Okay, so Littlefield lost to Pauper MTG as an example. If Pauper MTG, and Littlefield were tied record for record, Pauper MTG would get the tiebreaker point because he beat Littlefield, and Littlefield beat Shane. So, for instance, if Shane and Littlefield were the tiebreaker point, Littlefield would get. I'm sorry, Shane beat Littlefield. That's not a good example.
I think they get it though.
Yeah.
It's whoever won if they tie.
Basically, if they're tied, it's whoever beat the other during the Swiss. Is basically what I'm trying to explain, and I'm doing it very badly right now. Is the stream lagging for you? It could be. Yes, head-to-head tiebreaker. I'm sorry, I'm getting too much into it. Looks like the players are almost ready to go. We're just waiting for Zane to be fully set up, giving a little bit of time to set up hand cams and whatnot.
So, can we make the argument that it's pronounced Bogle, not Boggle?
It is actually pronounced Bogle, but I like calling it Boggle because that's what I've been calling it my whole entire life.
And Boggle is a completely different word?
I don't care. It even has a different meaning, but I don't care. You know why? Because it boggles the mind why anyone would play this stupid deck.
And then Shane calls it Boogles, and I'm like, no. I hate everything about you, Shane, when you say that.
Yeah. So, Jen, how do you
Yes.
feel about your matchup tonight?
I actually was able to cram in some practice time. It's easier now that I have my new computer to actually get practice time in rather than having to borrow a crappy laptop and hook everything up all the time. Because it's hard to play with a touchpad, but I actually got some practice time in, and it can go either way. I'm not going to go into details, but I think I figured out what I need to do and how to do it, especially sideboard. So
I understand.
I think it's favored me by well, I guess it'd be a 10%, but it's like 55-45.
Ah, Shane is here, yes. So, what is the matchup that you're up against?
Mono Red Kiln Fiend.
Okay.
And I'm playing Tireless Tribe.
Mono Red Kiln Fiend. I gotta think that you're pretty screwed.
No. And
Alright.
it looks like we're ready to go down to the match.
We're gonna go down to the match. Do we know who won the roll?
Looks like Littlefield won the roll.
Littlefield won the roll. It looks like Littlefield has a pretty good hand. Littlefield does know he's up against Boggles. Unfortunately for Littlefield, there's already the Mage, what is the name of that white card? Herald of something?
Helios Pro.
Helios
Program?
Program. Yes. So here can already tutor for the Armadillo Cloak, which is going to be a big problem. So we're going to see who goes first. Littlefield's going to start off with a Gitaxian Probe. So he's going to see his fate. He's going to need a second land if he's going to win. First.
I'm going to say that you guys switch backpacks again.
Hands are on the wrong sides, it looks like. That is very true.
We'll get that fixed.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed soon enough. It was a complete accident. Nope, that's not, hey.
It happens.
Yeah. So Littlefield suspended Rift Bolt turn 1. It looks like. I don't know. We don't know if he drew a second land yet.
What stinks for Math Guy though is he doesn't have a life link yet, which is going to be essential for this match.
He will though on turn 4, but Littlefield could win by turn 4.
Yeah, because everything's going face. You can't hit the opponent.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't hit the creatures. So
right, and it looks like well, unfortunately, Littlefield did not get a second land yet. I mean, he's already got 12, 16, no, 15 points of burn in his hand. Ew, that's not good. It's like a lava spike to the brain.
And then that archer helps a lot if he can ever get it out.
Seems like it, yeah. You know, Archer has actually consistently impressed me as far as this burn archetype goes.
Yeah, I thought it was a powerful card. It just thought it would die a lot easier than it seems to be.
Yeah. It really doesn't die as easy as you would think it does. What's up, Kensuke? How you doing, man?
And he still hasn't hit that land.
For what? Oh, chat. Okay.
Yeah, and the cloak's pretty much ripped for Littlefield, who was stuck on one land anyways.
Yeah, he's it's already not a great matchup, and being stuck on one land is already bad enough.
Yeah.
Did he choose to bolt the Pilgrim?
Yes.
That does not seem like the correct play, in my opinion.
I think you should always need to go Dome, but I'm also not the greatest player, as obviously my record shows. That's really unfortunate being stuck on one, though. Because, I mean, he's got so many twos.
Like, being stuck on one is always just the pits. Where's the chat pop-out thing? I see.
Let's see. Yeah. And then on the other side, we just have everything good about Bogle. We have the Rancor. We have the Armadillo Cloak. It's everything that they just need.
I see.
I'm just surprised that Littlefield hadn't hit the concession button yet, to be honest. Shane, it's not Boogle, it's Bogle. I have to say it correct. It bugs me. It's like an OCD almost.
Well,
they're talking about something else.
And seems like something happened in the match. It froze or something's going on. Moto crashed. Okay.
Here we go. So it looks like Moto crashed, so we'll get that back up in just a few moments. I got it. There you go. All right. So Littlefield's Moto crashed. As we all know, Moto is a quality program. So we're going to get that back up as soon as possible. So it looks like I'm going to go solo for a couple seconds as Jenstikov needed to take a few seconds. Yeah, so as always, if you'd like to follow any of us that do any content producing, you can follow Zane at ZMagic94. You can follow Negashane at Nega_Shane. You can follow myself at Arctic Ghost _TV. I also write articles for PureMTGO.com. So if you want, you can check them out as well. I would highly recommend it. All right. You can check out Mr. Ruru's YouTube channel. That's also down here in a tiny URL. 420 Dragon also has a Twitch channel. Pauper MTG has been doing some Pauper stuff on YouTube for quite a while. I would suggest checking them out. And then Kung Fu Trees, of course, has always done some stuff whenever they feel like on YouTube. So it looks like Littlefield is in the process of getting his stuff back up. I think a Rift Vault is still on the stack.
And I'm back. But yeah, it's a little hard too for me to get stuff right now with school and everything, but I'm working on my way, hopefully within the next month.
Cool.
At least once a week.
Ooh, well, there is a second land, but it's unfortunately too late, as the Rancor plus the Armadillo Cloak is probably going to seal up the deal, as there's no more burn in his hand, there's no Fire Blast or anything of that sort.
Yeah, I think if I was Littlefield, I would have conceded already, to be honest, after the Armadillo Cloak and being stuck on one.
You gotta try to fight the good fight. Look at a Littlefield's deck list first. Gotta try to fight the good fight, right? Now, the cool thing, the unfortunate yet cool thing about Armadillo Cloak, as most of us Pauper people know, is Armadillo Cloak is not lifelink. It actually has the wording of whenever whatever it's attached to deals damage, you gain that much life.
Yeah, so
that means if you.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I was saying that. So it's a triggered ability instead. It works because with lifelink it works right away, but with this triggered ability, it actually goes on the stack. So you can actually die before you gain the life, which has happened against many opponents, and they get salty.
And if you have two of them, you actually gain double the life.
That too.
Which is always fun.
I just like salty opponents that don't understand they die anyways, and they question it. And there's the win. So off to sideboards. Looks like we're looking at Littlefields. What do you think you just need to bring in, Arctic?
Well, he needs to splash another color.
I think Martyr of Ashes is going to be...
I mean, in all honesty, yeah, Martyr of Ashes and Electrickery are pretty much all he has. Electrickery is obviously good because it kills the 1/1s before they get attached. And the Martyr of Ashes is pretty much what he's going to need to Wrath of God away the board. Now, the problem, of course, is with Martyr of Ashes, you want to burn them as quickly as possible. So the unfortunate part is lowering the card count in your hand with Martyr of Ashes. That's a problem. So you're kind of working up against the tide there. I don't know. What do you think, Jen? Okay, or Jen could have died. I don't really know.
No, sorry, my wife was talking to me. I had to worry about my family first. And what was the question?
What do you think about sideboarding here for Littlefield?
For Littlefield, all you can really do is Electrickery and Mart of Ashes, and I'm not even thrilled about Electrickery, to be honest. A lot of times they're just equipping too soon.
Fair enough.
To take out, I think you just leave the creatures in because they can block. But I mean, I'm not sure how much of a fan I mean, Searing Blaze is bad, so you just take those out. And I'm not a big fan of Magma Jet either, but that's probably a wrong call.
I think he needs the Magma Jet because if he draws any lands, he's going to die. I think Curse the Pierce Star could probably come out. This doesn't do
Yeah, they're just kind of slow, but I think the Searing Blaze for sure first.
Oh, for sure. Can we check out the Boggles list, please?
And Boggles has...
Why does he run Probe?
Card draw? Gas? I don't know. That's my guess.
I guess because you play a 56 card deck. I guess is the reason. It's either that or like Incinerate, right?
So with Boggles, though, I think
Probe is for the 8 creatures. That's right. He does play the 8 creatures. I didn't even notice.
True.
That's also not the right list.
But with Boggles, I think Standard Bearer could be decent.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Nature's Claim is not worth it.
So we have a little technical difficulty with bringing up Math Guy's list, which I'm going to take care of at this moment.
So I think he has 2 lifelinks and 3 standard bearers that could possibly come in. I just think the lifelinks.
Well, that's definitely definitely the lifelinks.
I don't think standard bearer is worth it.
Well, what would you take out? What would you take out?
Cartouche of Solidarity's with this. I mean, it gets +1/+1 first strike, but I'm not sure if you're going to need it in this matchup.
Yeah, I can see it taking out.
Or the Young Wolves.
Well, Young Wolves aren't terrible, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's the Cartouche first. They're not doing.
Actually, well, you could take out 2 Young Wolves for 2 bearers, and you could take out like 2 Cartouches for 2 lifelinks. So you can even take out all 5 and swap for the other 5. Because the thing is, too, is once you play a standard bearer, if you put enough Ancestral Mask on it, you can't lose anymore, right? Because it can never be killed.
Right.
So, I mean, you could theoretically lose. I mean, with special circumstances, of course.
Right.
You could theoretically lose.
And it looks like we started.
He did bring a Nature's Claim. We did, sir. He did bring a Nature's Claim, actually.
I'm guessing just for the curses, because he has to go long game, which I don't know why you'd need to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could hit your own thing to gain 4 in case you don't draw a lifelink.
True. I forgot about the life.
That is also true.
The life.
It looks like, yeah. So it looks like Math Guy mulliganed, and Littlefield kept the full 7. He could Taxian Probe first, and then he went Lava Spike.
But Math Guy seems. I mean, he's already got the Ethereal Armor.
And there's a curse. I mean, we could see a Nature's Claim on the curse, but Littlefield's choosing to Magma Spray on main phase instead of playing the curse. What do you think about that play?
Magma Jet? I think the curse is just really slow, so I'd rather go card selection. If only we could see what he selected. Plus, it's just damage. You're trying to race.
Agreed. By the way, Shane, the schedule changed, so you're on next for commentating, buddy. So you best get ready.
All right.
Having a Fire Blast in your hand is pretty good.
Yeah, Fire Blast is just, you always have to worry about that when you're playing against Burn. You have to consider that they always have one.
I agree with what Mike said. If you're not going to play Curse on turn 2 or ever, you might as well just not even have it in your deck.
Yeah, true.
You're commentating. You're playing last. You're commentating. And somebody's lighting fireworks outside.
Nice. Happy Labor Day.
Ooh, that's going to be
America.
6 damage, right? Or 7 damage.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it +2 +2 or +1/+1? I forget.
+1/+1. So plus 3. It's plus. Okay, so it's 6, right? Oh, he's going to Nature's Claim the Rancor to gain 4 to put it back. That is a good play.
Yeah.
That is a good play. So he's going to go to 13 here, and, well, the Neon Drop is good because it's going to be able to cantrip at worst. Unfortunately, drawing a land there is not great. Drawing a land there is not good.
No.
The Thermal Alchemist can soak up some damage. Oh, no. Yes, it can. It can soak up some damage.
Soak up a little bit, but not much.
Well, the big thing is he's not dead next turn. Math
Guy won game 1.
Oh, but he chose to play the Curse instead of the... I don't agree with that. Instead of the Thermal Alchemist.
No, if you weren't playing it turn 2, I'd play it now.
Yeah, I mean, you're missing out on damage by doing that.
It's not in your eyes.
It doesn't make much sense. I mean, I think he's dead anyway, no matter what, but, well...
Yeah,
looks like that's going to be all she wrote for...
I guess it's because Curse is just consistent damage, or Thermo you have to have something else. No, even then, it's consistent still. I don't know. I'm confuzzled. And... 6... Is this the last turn?
Yeah, it should be.
Maybe not. It might be one short.
Well, I mean, he can
Six,
block.
that's
and still
three,
go
four.
three.
Yeah, so it's not the last turn. I think he goes to 1.
Yeah, but there's nothing that he. I mean, even if he draws double Fire Blast, the game is not.
Oh yeah,
over.
no, it's still over. It's just he doesn't die this turn.
I think if he drew Fire Blast next turn and he played the Thermal Alchemist the turn before, he actually may have been able to win because he would have gotten an extra couple of points in, right? Because he's only 2 points off, or 3 points now. I drew another mountain.
Yeah,
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, I think if he would have played Thermo first,
Yeah.
he would have been better because if he got Fire Blast, well, second Fire Blast wouldn't have mattered. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think it's still one off.
Is he still one off? Oh, because he gained the life off of the Blossoming Sands. So he's still technically one off.
I think that makes it 2 off, but it may be just 1. I may be doing my math wrong. Wow.
Yeah.
Land after land. Littlefield just got totally unlucky.
Yeah, Littlefield just got really unlucky. Littlefield has been getting pretty unlucky this entire tournament.
Yeah, I mean he was like living on a prayer anyways this match.
Yeah, it really has not been doing too well for him. Pauper has not been treating him very kindly. But yeah, that's gonna bring Littlefield to 3 and 5, and that's gonna bring Math Guy to still X and O. Math Guy is still the lone undefeated. I think. Does that lock him up for first place now? Is it possible for Mikey Ruru to? Yeah, it is. If he loses next week, and Mike keeps on winning.
Either way, he's guaranteed top 4.
Either way, he's guaranteed first, right? Because he beat Mike. So if tiebreakers come down to the 2 of them.
Yeah, he's like for first, which means he's guaranteed into the finals already.
Yes, I believe Math Guy just locked himself into the finals of the CPC. So he got 4th last time, and he's locked himself for first this time.
Yeah, because the way the top 4 works is 3rd and 4th seed will play each other, and then the winner of that will play 2nd seed, and the winner of that will play 1st seed.
Yeah.
Which is super good to be in that first place spot. I mean, you're guaranteed 2nd with the prize pool.
Oh, Littlefield's pointing out if he didn't have the Nature's Claim, he would have died, which is very true. That's very true.
That is very true.
So we're going to get Shane in here. Where the hell is he anyway?
I'm going to get going because my match is next.
Yes, it is your match. It is your match.
It's my one match to actually win without losing. Or without someone conceding, so goodbye.
I believe you need Pauper MTG and Jenstakov are the next people up. And for that, we're going to have Mikey Ruru and Mr. Negashane. Are you both here?
I'm here.
I am here as well.
All right. So, Mike, unfortunately, you can't get first now, but you can get second. Do you still like your chances? Do you still like your chances at all?
I still like my chances to win the whole thing, yeah.
Like your chances to win the whole thing.
Yep.
That's a bold statement right there. What do you think, Shane?
I mean, I'm personally rooting against him, but that's just my personal preference there.
Yeah, I'd rather the Boogles win than the Teachings.
Yeah, I mean, just even if you guys don't play that in the finals, no offense to you, Mikey, you're a fantastic person and everything, but I hate you so much. So very, very